standing in his sunroof while driving his Cadillac down I-40.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. I'm Reina Creole, and I've got officially licensed Culture Casino here
That's right.
with me.
That's right. I am officially licensed.
Officially licensed.
I'm glad to be here with everybody. Hello. Yeah, I'm very excited. We're gonna talk more citrus.
Yeah, we're gonna talk more fruit stuff and nerd out because didn't realize when I picked the topic just how much stuff and just how many citrus aficionados were out there, including you, Culture. So it's like, oh, okay, we're gonna talk about it a little bit more.
I like oranges.
I do too. I like oranges. I like grapefruits. I like tangerines. I like pink grapefruit, not necessarily white grapefruit, but like pink grapefruit or like red grapefruit.
Did
I
you
like
know?
bergamots for the smell.
Did you know that the oranges are not a tree?
No.
They're a bush.
Now that I did not know.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were trees. Is it because of their maturity height, or?
I mean, it's basically because they are one of those types of plants that, just is classified as a bush.
Now that I
why.
did not know. I've always heard orange trees. Go get the orange tree in the yard. I'm like, I've never thought of them as a
Well, I mean,
bush.
I say bush, but shrub, which is a bush. But I know people are always like, well, wait, is so we call them trees because they grow tall and everything else, but the way that we cultivate them and the way that they're grown is to trim off the lower branches and all of that. So oh yeah, there's a lot of fruit in that drink at the Edison.
Yeah, Mike. Cool seeing you, Mike. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like,
I've been there in a long time.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had lunch over there with Mike. I'd never been to the Edison, and it's a gorgeous place.
Nice.
It's so nice. I'm thinking, this is a party spot, and for some reason, it reminds me of oh my gosh, what the heck was that? What was that nightclub in Pleasure Island with the rotating floor?
Mannequins?
Yeah, for some reason, like the wood structure and everything that they have at the Edison kind of made me think of the place.
They have some callbacks to a lot of the old buildings that used to be in downtown Disney and Pleasure Island area.
Oh man,
Hey,
mannequins. All of that.
That was
all of that
wonderful dance club.
Glittered stuff that would come down at midnight. Yeah, that was fun.
Fun club.
I remember that.
Fun club. I still spent all my time at the Adventurers Club.
I did that. Well, I did that. I kind of split between the two. I'd go to Mannequins and then head on over to the Adventurers Club too. It's like I like both places for different reasons. And I see you guys in here, Dad Man Raid. I see you, Buckies. I see you, Snorter Poopus. All you guys rolling in here. Thank you so very much. So many of you guys. Love that you guys pop in each and every week. And you can blame House of the Dragon. And this is why the show is so abbreviated. But last week for that. So really cool. Hey, Dad Man, I see you there. Lady Mist is there. Brogu is there. Here. Why did I say there? Here. I did know that about medications and grapefruit.
Oh yeah, no, it'll rush it to into your bloodstream. That is dangerous. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's also
I
like that's why if you have a Greyhound, which is vodka and grapefruit juice, that'll
mm-hmm.
wreck your day. Just immediately brings that alcohol right into your system.
I forget which medication I had to take, and they were like, "No grapefruit." I'm like, "Excuse me." They're like, "No grapefruit
No, don't do that.
at all." Yeah, Erica. Oh my gosh, yes, bitter orange. I happiest day in Publix is when I found out you could buy bitter orange by like the bottle and stuff. It's so good. Oh, it's delicious. It's
I see
delicious.
I see an orange bird behind you.
You do? Yeah, I got two of them.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I got two of
You're a
them.
spoiled girl. Spoiled girl. Hey, Anita.
I am. Hey. The orange bird, it's like I rank him right up there with old school Mickey was first going to Disney World. Love it, love it, love it. Hey, Steel Leg, I see you.
Steel leg of history.
Great news about your channel with
Yeah, doing good. Doing good.
all the subscribers. You are kicking it. And thank you, Scott Westbrook, for gifting those 10 Reina Creole memberships. Let's see. I gotta hit you up with this one. Let's see. Oh yeah, here we go. I'll give you Burr Rabbit.
Broke into the old apartment. 42 stairs from the street.
I love that, man. I'm gonna play that one forever. No, it's not mine. I got it from somebody off of TikTok, so I left their label on there. But tell you, it was cathartic and needed. So thank you, Scott, for gifting those 10 memberships. I appreciate it. Appreciate sharing the love. Awesome. Hey, Julia. Says smooches. We just had such a blast going to Gideon's, going to Whispering Canyon Cafe over in Wilderness Lodge, and going to the what the heck is that place called? Character Warehouse. Which, if you are a annual pass holder, they're now giving you 20% off.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, so pray for the cast members in there, because I went and it was tons of people in there. It was insane. It was nuts. Absolutely nuts. Hey, Tom F., good to see you. Good to see you. And I eat 2 to 3 navel oranges every day. Definitely a citrus girl. Yeah, I have to have my oranges, my orange juice, lime, so I can get the zest off the limes. I've made like smoothies, and I'll throw like a whole lime in there just because I like the citrusy kind of taste. Yes, and monorail hopping, and it didn't smell like weed, so I was quite happy.
How'd you manage that?
I don't know. Maybe because it was later on in the day. I don't know, but yeah, we managed to do that. Yes, 20% off if you are a annual pass holder. 20% off at the Character Warehouse. So probably going to be dropping in there over the next couple of weeks for the month, and see if there's anything that's worth picking up, because that's the key word, worth picking up. There's some folks that go there and they just have to get their hands on everything. There's stuff that you don't need, like Captain Marvel ears and Rainbow Spike.
I would say you never need Captain Marvel ears.
No. Or Wish merchandise. That's going to be in a landfill because they can't give that.
Can't give it away.
No. Nobody flipping wants it at all. at all. So 29 of you folks in here, thank you so very much for being here. Before we continue with the citrus nerding out, I gotta bring this up. Clearwater, Florida native Bobby Fink sets 1,500 freestyle world record on the final night of Olympic swimming.
Wow. Amazing.
Absolutely flipping
incredible.
Flipping amazing. Totally makes sense. And Nita, oh my gosh.
Oh!
Thank you so much. Wow. That's definitely some needed pixie dust. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Pixie dust for my girl, Lorena. Blessings. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you so much. I got to hit you up with my favorite clip here.
This is pathetic.
Join in, folks. It's yodeling time.
Here at Lester's. Elephant green screen effect.
Wow.
Oh man.
Wow.
That from that movie never gets old. Oh, thank you so much, Anita. I so appreciate the support.
Wow.
I can't say enough. Thanks. Thank you. Thank you so much. Because that is not a cheap chunk of change. Let me tell you, whether it's $100, $200, or $5, y'all could have kept it, but you gave it to me. So thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, yes. Clearwater native Bobby Fink, he set a world record for the 1,500-meter freestyle on Sunday, giving the United States a huge boost on the final night of swimming at the Paris Olympics. He was under the world record pace for the entire race, touched in 14 minutes, 30.67 seconds to break the record of 14:31:02 set by China's Sun Yang at the 2012 London Games. So,
wow,
props to Floridians bringing home gold.
That's right.
So, absolutely awesome. So, just wanted to share that. And I've got a little bonus here. For you guys, have you seen the Fair Use YouTube? The original.
Oh, there it is, the orange bird.
That's the orange bird.
Oh,
so wholesome. Mothers can serve all they want for just.
I love that.
A day without orange juice is like a day without sunshine. Orange juice.
And there's the orange bird.
From the Florida sunshine tree.
Florida orange growers.
amazing
And I remember
stuff.
at the Magic Kingdom, when they would have like the maps and everything, and the orange bird will be right there on the front, and he had the Sunshine Tree Terrace, which is now Aloha Isle, and they kind of shoved him over to the corner. But
Aloha.
yes, I love the orange bird. I get this makes me happy seeing stuff like this, because the state of Florida and oranges, it's they've always been around. As a kid, when my grandparents would come up from Florida for Christmas to Philadelphia, they would always bring like they would bring oranges with them, and they were so prized, because it's just like the oranges were so expensive in the stores around, in the winter, but I loved it. Loved getting those. Brings back memories, huh?
It does. Yeah, it's a piece of history, especially, Anita Bryant, her perfectly sculpted eyebrows. I mean, it was amazing.
Now I want to look back and see them. Wow. Wow.
Big old sweeping eyebrows.
Woo.
Yeah, she did a good job. I mean, she went for that bewitched look, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Well, folks, of course, we are talking about Florida orange juice. There's all kinds of places that you can pick up oranges besides in the supermarket. The Florida Citrus Center, they are all over the state. It's a little bit pricey. However, not only do you get oranges, but you can get some of the craziest Florida citrus swag as well when you go into these places, and also see baby gators too. So you get the whole Florida experience there when you go. Culture, have you stopped by one of these before in the state?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been by a Florida Citrus Center on more than one occasion. So, it looks like a well, I'm partial to something called an orange Julius. So when I see an orange, like a orange stand or a fruit place like this, there's a decent chance I'll stop. So, yeah. In fact, I'm pretty sure we stopped as a giant, huge, everybody family one time. Yeah. By the power of citrus.
Citrus.
That's right.
That was the thing. It's like you had to, especially when you were visiting from out of state, you had to go and just see oranges in their natural habitat. One of my favorite places to go, and my sister's gonna crack up because she's in the chat, the East Palatka Fruit Market. You had to go to East Palatka, of course, cross over the, Rice Creek. You can smell it before.
Now, I've never been there. I've never been there. I was going to say it.
What, Rice Creek or the East Palatka Fruit Market?
East Palatka Fruit Market. I don't believe I think we drove through Palatka. Probably fast.
Yeah, it used to be bigger, but I always remember going there as a kid to get oranges, crates of mangoes. It's like we would stop before we had to drive back to Philly, and it's just like it's all this fruit everywhere. Here at this market. So yes, it is there, the East Palatka Fruit Market. It's not as big as it used to be. You go and you get like your fruit, your citrus, your mangoes, your watermelons, tomatoes, and my favorite, boiled peanuts. With the sign that says P-nut. Okay, that's the difference. So, you get your boiled peanuts and all of that stuff. But yeah, the East Palatka Fruit Market, that I have so many memories from there. But yeah, next time you're in Florida, you gotta try, if you're around this area, to go and roll over there to the East Palatka Fruit Market. It's really cool with the local growers and all that. And sometimes the crab man is there with a really nice catch of crabs, like right off the St. Johns River. You can go and buy them like right there. So let's see. Last time we left off about the citrus industry. They had the big, huge freeze around the turn of the century, and it looks like I skipped something. Okay.
All right, here we go.
So, here we go. So 1930s. You got World War III breaking out in 1939. War led to many research advances in the industry, as well as the establishment of the Florida Citrus Commission's robust advertising program to promote Florida citrus to consumers. The commission's first committee appointed was advertising and focused on the idea of value-added reasons for purchasing Florida citrus products. The first advertising campaign touted the superior juiciness of Florida citrus and its role in good health.
You know, I would have marketed it and said it comes with its own wrapper. It does. Natural packaging.
You're absolutely right. It's like it does, and you can use it for other things. You don't.
Yeah, I think I shared with you and everybody that they actually did an experiment with several thousand tons of citrus peels, oranges and other things. And they took them into an area where they basically had a deforest rainforest, so there was like nothing there. And they just kept dumping these tons and tons of citrus peels. And in less than a decade, they had a very much thriving area. It just went bananas. It grew like crazy, very dense rainforest returned because the soil, the rinds and everything made such good soil. So very cool stuff. So
wow.
Yeah, I know. Weird. I know weird stuff. I'm sorry. Be quiet.
That's why I got you on the show. Florida's the epitome of weird stuff. So you know you're right. You know you're right. You're right at home. But yeah, it's amazing. It's got its own wrapper. My favorite. You can use that. You can use that zest to flavor so much stuff, including making hot toddies to add rum to when you're boiling it with sugar and cloves and orange peel and all of that stuff. My mouth is watering, cutting me up an orange now. LOL.
Hey, I can't wait. I'm gonna be picking the tree bare this year. I can't. We got several, but my folks, I think I told you they have a ridiculous number of citrus on there, a lot. So I'm spoiled. Those are Tangelos.
It's granted, my aunt lived in the middle of nowhere in Palatka, but the coolest things that they would have besides the sugar cane growing in the back of the house were the orange and the grapefruit trees.
So that's the other thing. We need to talk about sugarcane because you can grow it in lots of places, especially Florida. It is so good for you. You will get rid of all processed sugar in your life. And you can preserve it forever if you make it into a syrup. And the health benefits are fantastic, but processed refined sugar is destroyed. It's what's wrecking you. Natural sugar from the sugar cane, good stuff.
Absolutely. Oh no. I hope your power stays on. But we do have to talk about that culture. You're absolutely right. Pure cane sugar and pure cane sugar syrup is some of the most delicious things. You cannot make a mojito with refined sugar. Can't.
Doesn't work.
You need sugar cane juice. You need that. It's awesome. I remember I got laughed at in school once when the teacher was like, well, what does sugar look like? And I said, well, it comes in like a cane. It looks like a bamboo shoot kind of thing. And you slice it in half and you squeeze the juice out. This is northern school, of course. So the kids are laughing like, no, get sugar from a store. And my teacher's like, no, that's not how it appears naturally. It actually shows up in a cane, grows out of the ground. I'm like, see, I was kidding. Yes, you are absolutely right, Soul Assassin. You can. We'll say for most of America, it's like in Florida, it is not uncommon to have pure cane sugar syrup. As a matter of fact, I was just in oh my gosh, what's that place? Panera Bread, although shame on them for brewing unsweetened iced tea, but they had a nice little pump of pure cane sugar syrup there. So I said, okay, we'll take that. Hey, Demongenai.
Hey, what's up, Demongenai?
Hey,
good to see you, buddy.
Good seeing you, my dear. Good seeing you. You got to go check out Demongenai's channel, that's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, I know. Shame on them. Yeah. I guess they figured, oh, well, we'll throw you guys bone on that one. Do you prefer room temp refrigerated citrus? I do for oranges. Watermelon I like in the fridge. I don't like room temperature watermelon, but citrus, I mean oranges, always room temperature. I love it. You can bring those anywhere and everywhere. Do sugarcane processing plants smell bad? Because sugar beet factories sure do. I don't know. We're gonna have to do that in another stream
Well, I mean,
because
I can grow some sugar cane real quick, and we'll try to process some. You can do it at home. That's the cool thing about the sugar cane. Most people don't realize that. I mean, you can actually get your own stuff, and you can do your own stuff, and it's very, very healthy stuff. You know, there's a reason that Coca-Cola was made with actual sugar. You know,
cane sugar.
Cane sugar. True story.
It's so good. I'm actually not a fan of cane sugar syrup. It's a good way to preserve it. Some people don't like it, but fresh cane sugar juice. You can get it canned, but it doesn't quite.
Or you can do it yourself. You can refine the sugar yourself and have a healthy option that is not going to be processed like the stuff that's wrecking your waistline. I don't think people realize this. The more you add processes into a food product, you are adding all kinds of bad things to it. The benefits of preservation is not necessarily, healthy. And, when you get super processed refined sugar, it's been, processed a whole lot. So, yeah.
And it's everywhere because here you have the sugar plantations from like Florida all the way over to, Louisiana, the whole thing, the sugar barons. Yes, that was very true because you have here processed sugar and, over in Europe, they like the white processed sugar, which is how they got rich. But yeah, we never really had sugar cane at my grandparents'. Well, my grandparents in Jacksonville did, but they were telling me, World War II, when stuff was rationed, especially sugar, that's why in Florida they would grow sugar cane in their yard and use it instead. So that's another show. So the end of World War II, with researchers like Dr. Edwin L. Moore with the Florida Citrus Commission and Dr. L.G. McDowell and C.D. Atkins at the Lake Alfred Citrus Experiment Station, revolutionized the citrus industry with a patent for citrus concentrate. This invention made orange juice a convenient staple in consumers' refrigerators and creating the foundation for growth and leading to production tripling over the next 25 years. Something to keep in mind. Oh, go ahead.
What was one of the best brands of frozen concentrated orange juice?
Minute Maid?
Nope.
Which one?
Donald Duck.
Dude, oh my gosh, I remember that. Donald Duck orange juice. For some reason, my mom wouldn't really buy it. She bought like Minute Maid instead. But yes, I remember Donald Duck orange juice. Wow. Hey, Darth Plato, I'm here for my vitamin C. Yeah, for people who couldn't afford like the not from concentrate orange juice in the refrigerated section, frozen orange juice, so many people would buy that. It was more economical, easier to pack and ship to stores up north. So yeah, I totally remember that. I remember Donald Duck orange juice. Concentrate, you mean the reason I spent hours staring at frozen OJ? Yeah, it was It was much more affordable. And man, Donald Duck OJ, man, culture just giving me memory flashbacks. I love that.
Sorry, I just all
cool.
that stuff happens when we're talking about this stuff.
That's
I'm going to talk about
true.
that stuff.
I was going to say Tree Sweet. OJ Simpson used the ad to them before. Yeah. I remember that. Orange juice for a complete breakfast. Like I remember the commercials even for stuff like oh my gosh, Lucky Charms, which they should really just call it sugar bombs, which is what it is. They call it part of a complete breakfast, and then we have a glass of milk and a glass of orange juice next to it. Like it made that better. But
Well,
anyway,
the best part of that breakfast was the milk and the orange juice, but natural sugar and form of protein and fat.
Yeah. Oh man, Lucky Charms is like crack. That's why I've been kicking the habit. Mostly, sometimes I still try.
Wait a minute, you ain't kicked the habit?
No, it's a how would I put it? It is
Comfort
a
food?
once in a while treat. Yes.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Yes. Yes, because you get so addicted to some of that, and then when I really started looking at the like amounts of sugar and the nutrition facts, I'm like, oh dang, that's crazy. It's nuts. Woo. So with 46 to 51, you've got the Florida Gift Fruit Shippers was established shortly after in 1948. Florida Citrus Mutual was established in an effort to unify the Florida citrus growers. Then in 1951, the Florida Tangerine Cooperative was formed. And I want to say that this was about the time when you go to like I think with Pepperidge Farms or stuff like that, and you see like they ship like the sausage and then they'd have citrus and stuff in there. I was like, why do you want to ship oranges to people? Like,
well, fruit baskets were very popular for a long period of time. So,
and they look so beautiful. I'm like, is that real? I don't know. Is it real or not? But yep. We got that. And then heading on over here to 1953. In 1953, scientists at the Lake Alfred Experiment Station declared burrowing nematodes to be the cause of citrus grove's spreading decline, the most serious threat to the industry's production at the time. Culture, do you know what burrowing nematodes are?
I don't know. A bug that I don't know.
I didn't know. I didn't know either. I'd heard of nematodes when I saw episodes of SpongeBob SquarePants, but that was a cartoon. So I'm like, okay, I know that can't be it. But apparently it is a parasite.
Ooh, gross.
Which attacks all of my favorite fruits. Infection by burrowing nematode causes toppling disease of bananas.
Oh.
And the spreading decline of citrus. So apparently it attacks banana plants, citrus plants, coconuts, all of like the delicious tropical fruit type of stuff. But it's native to Australasia, but it's subtropics here in Florida, so obviously it spread. But yeah, I did not know
how you get rid of that
about this. You what?
How do you get rid of that?
How do you get rid of that? I think it's with pesticides and everything. Because looking here, the fact that this is University of Florida, anything that has to do with eradicating pests in the state of Florida, University of Florida is the one that's got the labs for it. So yeah, they burrow. So they have ew. Okay. Root in citrus in Florida, root damage is more severe in the deep, coarse, and sandy soil. So they burrow in and just infect the infect the citrus trees. So banana toppling. So the banana trees, they'll like fall over. Ugh. Look at this. So thinning canopy on the orange trees. And then with the banana trees, they rot them from the bottom up.
That sucks.
Yeah, so that's a mess. Yeah, they infect bananas, citrus, coffee, coconut, ginger, pepper, sugar cane, all the stuff I like. So, and several ornamentals. So yeah, that's But anyway, they've got pesticides for it, and there's also import export regulations about it too. So yeah, I had no idea what that was. I have seen banana plants look like this. I didn't know what it was from or what was going on. I thought, this old one was going to die or something like that, because some of my relatives would have banana plants too. Although with banana plants, I was mostly looking out for tarantulas, because they like to hide. Tarantulas and other really ugly spiders like to hang out in the banana plants. But yeah, I did not know what those were. So yeah, burrowing nematodes and biology labs at University of Florida. They are a great resource for trying to help eradicate this stuff. They're still working on whatever it is for the darn fire ants. Been contrary to urban legend, fire ants were not created in a lab at University of Florida.
Are you sure?
That's what I heard. There may or may not have been a cat involved knocking a test tube over.
All I know is they hurt a lot.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if my sister is still in the chat, but remember when we were at Grandma Lucille's house in Jacksonville and we were standing around waiting to leave to go somewhere, and then all of a sudden it felt like my legs were on fire and there were just fire ants up and down. Some of them got on her, but most of them got on me. And instead of taking me to the ER, they took me to the Walgreens to buy rubbing alcohol. And literally they were splashing it all over me in the store. So it's only by the grace of God I did not go into anaphylactic shock. But ever since then, anytime I'm in Florida, I'm looking down, because fire ants are the freaking devil. Ugh.
They do.
I need a pet anteater. That's what I need.
There you go. Or what you do is you draw a circle around them with like chemical, like rubbing alcohol or something. And ants, if you draw a circle around their hive, they can't escape that circle because they use their travel paths are done by pheromones. Ooh. If you want to interrupt an ant line, you just run across their path with something that basically fouls them up.
Windex works on that. I found that out.
Yeah, now I feel like that big fat Greek wedding all of a sudden.
Use Windex. That works. Marilyn M., you know what I'm talking about. It is one of the worst pains ever. They bite you and they keep biting you. And then they send out this pheromone. Yeah, that's going to be another show. They send out this pheromone to basically tell all of them, come running and attack whatever the heck this is. Hey, Anonymous, good to see you. Good to see you. And Nita says orange oil in a circle around a hill and then straight down into the opening. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it screws up their sense of travel, right, Nita? Yeah. Lots of things will interrupt it. Yeah.
I will
rubbing
have
alcohol.
To do that.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to set it on
Of course,
fire.
rubbing alcohol is fun because then you could set the rubbing alcohol on fire. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Alcohol burns, by the way. Hey, what's up, Emily?
Good seeing you, my dear. last time I was bitten by fire ants, I ended up having to take antibiotics. My whole arm was swollen. I avoid them with a passion since. Yeah, you just have to get bit once, and you know how to look out for them. Yep, again, different show. However, okay, so let's see. In the 80s, let's see, micro sprinkler irrigation offered effective citrus tree protection from cold injury. That is true. So usually if there's a freeze in Florida that's coming, they will spray the trees with water, but they also have to harvest them quicker, and the orange juice isn't quite the same, but it prevents losing the whole entire crop. So they found that out then.
Yeah, if you do a nice deep water prior to a freeze, you can usually keep the trees happy. Just depends on how long the freeze is. Or the freeze is, I should say. Or if there's multiple days of it.
I know that one year, and it wasn't too long ago, because I left Philadelphia, came to Florida. It was like in the 90s for about 2 days. And then over the course of 3 days, the temperature dropped into the 20s.
Oh, yeah. I was there. It was 20, I want to say somewhere between 14 and 17. It was a little, yeah. One of the times we went there in an early part of the winter, we were like, what the heck is this in Florida? I did not.
It was
I didn't want my city clothes here. I wanted my vacation clothes.
Yeah. And I saw all of these people. I'm like, why is everybody wearing jackets from Uniqlo? Because no one had puffer jackets, and that was the only place where you could buy them. So at Disney World, everybody had one. And I was wearing my Michael Kors puffer jacket, but I was not happy. I'm just like, no, it's not supposed to be 20 degrees.
But I mean, you were stylish.
I was stylish, but not happy because I wanted to be in warm weather that was so cold. You know what's cold when you're at Universal and you're going into the Revenge of the Mummy ride because you know you're going to warm up because of that scene with all the fire that comes out. Yeah. Speaking of Christmas freeze, 86, Gulf Citrus Growers Association was established, and in 89, another devastating freeze known as the Christmas freeze practically wiped out the citrus industry north of I-4. Many growers moved their groves to South Florida after the freeze. Wow. Yeah. They're not very frequent, but when we do get those freezes in Florida, they're just insane. And I think I remember this freeze. I want to say I think that was the year they shut down I-95 at midnight because of all the freezing rain and everything that happened. Yeah, it was crazy. It was snowing like all the way from Virginia to Jacksonville. And the freeze was just insane. Like no one could really go out to drive. If you were from up north, you had snow tires and everything, so you know how to drive on snow and get around ice and stuff like that. It was bad. It was bad. It was really bad. So here we got the lovely encroachment of globalism, of course. So FDOC develops a formal mission statement. Here in the 90s, you're getting competition from orange juice from other parts of the world as well, especially with undercutting prices and everything. I think this was when you had some orange juice producers like Minute Maid who were using juice concentrate from Brazil as well. But yeah, they had some more marketing programs using advertising, merchandising, and public relations to promote the taste, health, and nutritional benefits of Florida citrus products and position those products as an essential part of a wellness lifestyle. And I think around then they had those commercials where orange juice not just for breakfast anymore. Do you remember that culture?
Oh yeah. Yep. And look, I mean, I drink orange juice whenever I can. So I do remember those commercials, and I do think you're 100% right. I think it was Brazil and a couple of other countries down south where we were getting the concentrated juices that they were shipping up. Yep.
Yeah, that was some nasty orange. It was not good. Not good at all. So here in the 90s, let's see, you've got, remember this? NAFTA. So you have here the Peace River Valley Citrus Growers Association was formed. And then you have the Florida Citrus Commission established the Citrus Harvesting Advisory Council. So research in mechanical harvesting and efficient labor management practices. But yeah, 94, you had the GATT Treaty and the North American Free Trade Agreement, the great sucking sound coming from the South. Ron Paul was talking about that. Nita says, I remember when Santa put shoot orange in your stocking, and that was so exciting in Boston. Getting citrus fruit in December was a big deal. Anyone else get fruit in your stocking?
Still do.
The fruit didn't last because we were eating it all.
Yeah, no, we still get everybody, even this adult kids, but all of the little ones get fruit. We all get fruit. Yep, indeed, Nita.
Very, very welcome. I did okay. I was weird, so I would have like the candy canes and the orange. So I would like halfway peel the orange with the candy cane in it. I'd squeeze the orange juice on the candy cane. That was just me. I just thought that was just like delicious.
You had a very sticky lap, lady.
I did. Yeah. I did. NAFTA was evil. Oh, that was Ross Perot. Oh, okay. I totally screwed that up. Not Ron Paul. Ross Perot. H. Ross Parrott. They made him a Sesame Street character. Ross Perot. Wait. Ross Perot. Oh, man. I forget which technology company he started.
I don't know, but he was like, hey, let me show you this chart. You see this chart? He had a chart over here. It was like, he was always showing you a chart. And he bought like all this TV time. It was crazy.
And he had the infomercials and stuff going on.
He wasn't wrong. He was just.
No.
Yeah. You know, look, he was trying to defeat the Bush's globalist maneuvering. So, you know, and he made it so that Bush couldn't win, but America didn't win. So after that. So.
No. It's just like you knew he wasn't wrong, and it's just like he's catching on to something. He was just a nerd. And thank you, yes, EDS, electronic data systems. Yeah, see, that's how Ross Perot was. He was the nerd. He's showing you the graphs and the charts, and you know, you have some people who are just like, okay, I'm kind of bored. And you have some people who are just like, hey, this dude is actually onto something. I was fascinated when he would do that. I actually watched a couple of those. Ross Perot started EDS. I worked there. Yeah. I forget who he sold it to, but I do remember EDS. Yeah, Fallout Dave. I want to apologize for the fact that I'm related to the Bushes. Yeah. Blame New England. Okay, that's where it all comes from. They were the original NMCI contractor. Oh, okay. Hey, Ron, how you doing? Says Nita, you're an absolute blessing. Yes, she is. She most definitely is. I was fascinated by Ross Perot. I really was. 1996, another big year. Foreign investors acquired 2 of the former Minute Maid plants in Auburndale, leading to the majority of plant acquisitions that followed would have owners headquartered outside of the United States. That's why when you have the brand Florida's Natural, that was their thing, that all of their oranges, all their orange juice was made with oranges in Florida, and it wasn't, foreign orange juice. So I know when I would buy orange juice, I made it like a point to buy like Florida's natural orange juice, because that was their thing. We grow our oranges and our juice in Florida. We don't
bring it in.
Yeah. Hey, Griffin. Oh, he did the HP. Oh, I can't.
Yeah, I think I thought it went from General Motors to HP, but I think you're right. So.
And I do not like HP. Oh my gosh. It's okay. The rain we don't I couldn't control that, but it's just I'll have to talk about that one day. Just like I can't be related to all these presidents, including Barack Obama on his mother's side. Yeah, that's something else. Oh, and I remember this about the March of Dimes when they were promoting orange juice as beneficial for children, and they would actually, the Florida citrus growers, part of the price that you paid for orange juice, they would donate to the March of Dimes. That was cool. And here in 2000, shipments of fresh Florida citrus to China became economically feasible due to the agriculture trade agreement with China. So yeah, I am aware of that they've got Florida orange juice into China, because it's Florida orange juice in China, or Florida oranges in China, is like Florida grapefruit in Japan. It's seen as an exotic luxury.
Well, sorry. If I were anywhere in the world, I would still be trying to get citrus. So to me, it's like I take it that for granted because it's always available, that I would consider it an everyday thing. I don't know.
Yeah, for me that was luxury. I'm like, when I grow up and I get older and make my own money, which was true when I got my first job in high school. I was buying two things. Lucky Charms and Florida orange juice, real Florida orange juice. Really? This is my brother-in-law. Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. I've heard the jokes, even though some of them said that Barbara Bush looked like George Washington. But anyway. Also, during the 2000s, the Florida citrus industry faced a great deal of challenges with consumers. The rise of fad diets, changing of breakfast habits, and the availability of many beverage options began to take its toll on sales. Remember when people seemed to not be able to tell the difference between 100% fruit and other juices that had like 2% juice or no percent juice, like High C, Sunny D. I loved Ecto Cooler. Okay, I knew that was not gonna have juice in it, but yeah, things had changed, and I really had thought about it, but it's true. All of the cheap fruit drinks, especially for kids, like the box juices and Capri Sun and stuff like that, not as popular as orange juice, but yeah.
Capri Sun wasn't really anything, so this is weird.
Yeah, Capri Sun was the devil. Although it was cool that it came in a little little package. Yeah, I'm kind of inclined to agree with Mark on it. On this one. Okay, I don't mean to get political, but yeah, I kind of tried that. But anyway, let's see. I think that is pretty much it for the history of the citrus industry in Florida. It is still around. It is still thriving. So next time that you are at the market, when you look at orange juice and everything, see how much of it is actually real Florida orange juice. So yeah, I take it for granted that Florida citrus is all around. When I was, back living in Northeast Philly, it was like a delicacy to have, oranges, because they were so expensive. That when you got oranges, it was like a big deal. And now, like, living here, it's like it's so cheap. You can pretty much get it anywhere. And yeah, I love it. Citrus, it's good for you. Very good for you. My orange juice drinking went down when I started drinking coffee.
You can have both.
You can. That was like my breakfast of champions. I had coffee and my not from concentrate, stress this, not from concentrate OJ with the additional calcium in it. Got to have both of those, like 1-2 shot, Just don't make the mistake of mixing them together. It just doesn't work. And I'll end on this. Ron from Follow the Bradley's fun. Check out his channel if you have a chance to. You missed a whole part of the history of OJ, the car chase in the white Ford Bronco. When they came up with the new Bronco, I said, I only have one question. Does it come in white? And I think it did. Well, folks, thanks so much for hanging out with us on the show. We surely do appreciate it. Culture, what you got coming up? Let folks know about.
Wow, in just a few minutes, about 10 now, I'll be doing my show, my last show, the late night Sunday night culture show, which is more of a variety show now than it's ever been, and it's going to keep going that direction. So check it out. It is about 2 hours of entertainment, or just shy of that, and I try to bring humor to last week's news. So do check that out. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a fun show. I kind of drop in for a couple of minutes before I pass out to go to bed to hit the like and say hi. Definitely check that out. In 10 minutes, folks, you members, we're going to be watching the season finale of House of the Dragon season 2. I cannot believe I've escaped the spoilers because it got leaked online. So we're going to go and check that out. And tomorrow night, I will be streaming live from the Magic Kingdom. If they get their crap together, the Halloween decorations are probably out. So we're going to go over and check that out. So as always, folks, thank you so much for supporting this show. This show goes exclusively to members in 48 hours. You guys take care, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging with us. Bye.